Hey, it's Curley.
I'm Tom.
Diego.
We're in the band Fontaines and we're at Amoeba. And this is What's in My Bag. Okay, so this first record is the Trinity Sessions by Cowboy, Junkies. Started listening to this record. We were staying in an Airbnb in Montreal. We were playing a festival, and I think there was a record player in there. And this was like the only album in the whole place. I would listen to it, and it's just incredibly like simple music. I think it's all recorded with like one mic. There's an amazing cover of Sweet Jane on this as well. And yeah, it's just a really simple, really good music.
Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane.
This is Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall. It's probably my favourite live performance taping ever. It's absolutely amazing.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
I'm a huge Bill Withers fan, and I feel like he was one of the only people that one of the first people that passed away that really hit me like really, really hard. I was like super upset about it. But yeah, big into his music. The drummer on this record is a guy called James Gatson. He's my favourite drummer ever. He's like really, just really amazing, really soulful and really cool. But yeah, I just think it's an amazing performance.
Is there a particular song of his that you like a lot?
I think the drumming on Use Me is just unbelievable. Like, it's so good. I feel like that's my if I can attain that kind of level of grooviness, playing drums would be class.
Just keep on using me, yeah. Until you use me up.
So I got here Marty Robbins, Gunfighter Ballads.
With the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Which we were turned on to by Paul Quattrone from Warm Dragon, plays drums in the OCs as well, yeah. And we took them on tour with us in 2019 of the UK, right?
UK, yeah.
Yeah. And we were getting into cowboy music a lot after touring in the States and going through Texas and everything, and really fantasizing about that whole like frontierism thing. And yeah, he turned us on to this, he warps it and turns it into music, and it's just a really cool thing, you know? It's really really great atmosphere.
I used to hate country music, but that record changed how I perceived it. Because where I grew up, it was always I don't know. There's so much country. I always kind of just hated it. It was rock and roll. But when you listen to some of the lyrics in those songs, they're hard songs, you know.
Yeah, and with people like him and Townes Van Zandt as well, you really hear a darker side of country music that you're not exposed to from mainstream country radio.
Yeah, it's Wagon Wheel or something, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, it's the complete opposite. And you hear songs like Big Iron, or you hear songs like
Hanging Me Tonight or something like that.
Hanging Me Tonight, yeah.
They're hanging me tonight.
Oh, you picked it up too.
I just want to own it. That's yeah, so this next one is one of my favourite bands ever. This is Broadcast. This is their live at Maida Vale sessions, which I've been listening to a lot on tour, so it's great to finally pick it up.
People that you never know. Come on, let's go.
I suppose they kind of be in that sort of trip hop era, but they have a lot of kind of 60s, almost like Phil Spector-esque kind of influence on their music as well, which I always just thought was such an interesting mix of kind of electronic and that kind of arrangement and music style. And Trish Keenan, the singer, is one of my favourite vocalists ever. Yeah, some of the songs in this, Come On Let's Go, Echo's Answer, The Book Lovers, they're definitely, that's probably my number one band. It's cool to hear them live as well, because obviously the recorded stuff is obviously it's so layered that whenever you hear the live versions, you can kind of pick out what they're actually doing a bit more, which I find really, really helpful.
So this is Little Simz album, Grey Area.
Not listening, you're not listening. I said it with my chest and I don't care who I offend.
I've been listening to a lot of Little Simz on this tour. I feel like something about moving to London, he kind of listening to kind of London-based hip-hop makes loads more sense to me now. But yeah, her latest record, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, is actually unbelievable. It's way more soulful than this one. It's kind of more of a band setting, whereas this is maybe a little bit more electronic, and this is way harder, I think. But yeah, it's class. I'm a massive fan of hers. I think she's amazing, like, lyricist.
If I've never listened to her, where should I start?
Do the new record first, I think, definitely. It's more accessible, it's more like a live band kind of feel to it. Quite a like concept album for sure.
And leave the dust behind. You got this, all action, no talk.
But yeah, check her out, she's absolutely unreal.
I got a Pretty Hate Machine by 9 Inch Nails. Which is a record I loved since I was a teenager, really, you know. And I was like a kind of an alternative teen, right, who was into like Nirvana and stuff like that. And when my friends were telling me they were listening to like an electronic band, it seemed kind of like some kind of betrayal in some way, you know, because things are quite tribal then, right? Mm-hmm. Then I listened to it and I realised that it was actually much the same, really, the same feelings being talked about and the same kind of atmospheres, very similar atmospheres being created. And it really opened up my mind to music in a big way because you know, suddenly you're not so rigid anymore. It's not about tribes as much as it is about feeling.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And so that was really important for me, you know. And I think also that this, you know, the other guys have been really getting into this record recently, and it was like,
it's probably stood the test of time a lot more than a lot of the stuff that you listened to back when you were a teen as well, though.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely.
It's cool.
Yeah, there was a big influence in certain ways for Skinty Fia, for our new record, like.
Yeah.
Just guitar sounds, drum sounds.
Yeah.
Is there a song on there that you like a lot?
Yeah, Terrible Lie. That was produced by Flood, with Trent Reznor and Flood.
Oh, no way.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that, actually.
He's popping up everywhere.
Yeah, he
isn't
is.
Jesus.
Okay, next up we got Chic. It's a French compilation of a lot of female singers from the 60s.
Tu verras ce que je ressens avant qu'il ne soit longtemps, avant qu'il ne soit longtemps.
I started listening to this record on YouTube or something. I just thought it was a YouTube playlist or whatever. And then we were in a hotel in LA, and they had it on record. And I was like, oh, it actually exists as this as well. And I tried to steal it, and from the hotel.
We forgot about it.
Yeah, I left it in the room. So I won't say what hotel it is, just in case they don't let me in. But yeah, like me and Tom are obsessed with this record. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like Roller Girl, France Coll, like it's an incredible like the production on those songs and from that era, especially in French music, is just impeccable. You know, it's like it's undeniably cool and like yeah, it's just 10 out of 10.
It's such a nice record to put on because it's such a consistent like
Buzz, like,
buzz and vibe, like so
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
and it's so like it's so one thing that it's it's really good. Even though it's a compilation, which is really weird that it's like it flows so well and it's just one atmosphere. It's class.
Definitely, yeah.
I think this is my last record. It is Elvis Costello, This Year's Model. It's a record that I feel like we were listening to this when the band was kind of starting an awful lot. Me and Curley and Green lived together, and I feel like this was on repeat, to be honest. It's one of those records that I can't believe I don't own. I think we just spent so much time with this record, and it's kind of I'm just such a big fan of Elvis Costello, especially that era. It's like, he's unbelievable.
I don't want to check your books. I don't want nobody else. I don't want to feel your chills.
So I picked up this Beach Boys Sessions,
Class.
which is really cool.
Wow, that is.
Yeah.
What's on it?
It's Sunflower and Surf's Up Sessions.
nice.
Yeah, we all love the Beach Boys so much, like so important to us.
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to that one, A Day in the Life of a Tree?
No.
It's really cool. It's like just a really beautiful thing, kind of like a Harry Nilsson kind of thing of like, you know that album, The Point, with the song Me and My Arrow.
Everyone knows it's me and my arrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of some kind of concept, like an naive concept that's really beautiful.
Yeah, of course.
It's like very Brian Wilson kind of thing to do.
Yeah, that's that, man.
Which is a really cool thing to get, right?
That's class, man, yeah.
We got a Place to Bury Strangers. I went to see them play last night in Telegram, and they were unbelievable. I don't get to go to many shows because obviously we tour so much, so it was really nice to go to something like that that's so wild and noisy and like, yeah, incredible performance. Like, I think there was a moment in the gig where he like, don't know how he did this, but he like attached a strobe to his guitar and he was just like swinging his guitar around. And there was just like a wall of noise, and I had to leave. I left with ringing in my ears, and it's been a long time since that's happened, so shout out to Ollie and Depe Audio Effects as well. The pedal company that he owns is incredible. All their stuff is amazing, so go on the boys.
So I have Pixies here, Doolittle. Which is just like a really important album to me for bass playing and backing vocals and stuff. Like, I'm really into Kim Deal's thing, what she does there. And yeah, I just wanted to pick it up to listen to.
Is there a song on there that you like?
All of them really, you know, but Gouge Away, I think, is an amazing song.
You can gouge away, stay all day if you want to.
You just really get that balance right, that kind of rock and roll zen thing.
Yeah, the production is impeccable as well.
Yeah.
It's one of those records that's just like flawless from start to finish, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Alternative music, gold.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, cheers.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you coming in and talking with us today.
Not a bother.
There is no life out on